I simply can't describe the layers and layers of confusion and regret sometimes. Why am I doing this? And every time I ask myself why I'm doing this, I know that it's also why you're doing it, why we are all doing it. There's something called good and there's something called evil. We have to make a choice and we have to fight.
Sign up at TommyInUSA.com for the latest news and content from America.
So I've come out of one interview with a powerhouse of American awakening America. We're going into another one now. So let's go. You know, for me, it's great for me because I never thought I'd get the opportunity to meet lots of people I'm meeting, like you, or come to America and meet, the activists I've watched for many years, someone brave, someone who's put her life on the line, literally, because she has a fatwa, from what I understand, and she has to live with security. She's here now, I hope. We're going to meet her, sit her down, and I'm going to treat it like I know nothing about her for you, the audience, because you might not know nothing about her, and you need to hear her life story. Hi, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. You good? It's good to meet you.
Big fan.
Big fan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be here. Can I ask you, before we sit down, can I just get a couple of questions? We're doing a lot behind the scenes filming, where we just get a brief bit, because we'll do a long form sit down podcast style.
Yeah.
Bridget Gabriel just left as well. She wanted to say hello, but she's just left. So,
can I first say I love you?
oh, thank you.
That's it. And tell the world that's it. Just 3 words. I love you.
Thank you.
I love you for what you do, and I admire you, and I think you are absolutely amazing.
Thank you very
And
much.
I cannot thank you enough.
No, thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And coming from, I've watched you for years. I think originally over the fitna. I remember watching everything. So you've got, just so I can ask, you have to have security
I do, yeah.
all the time?
All the time.
24 hours? 24 hours?
Yeah.
24 hours a day. Since how long has that been?
October of 2002.
Of 2002?
Yes.
So since October of 2002, you've had a fatwa, I guess. Is it a fatwa?
Well, it started in 2001, but the actual...
God, that's ages. That's really before. I didn't wake up to this.
Men with guns surrounding me started in 2002.
Since 2002, you've had to live your life with armed security.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yes.
What toll does that have on a life?
Oh, it's just awful. I mean...
Because that's not free. That's not.
No.
Because people say to me, I should have security, and I sort of say, that would take every aspect of your freedom away from you.
Not every aspect,
No?
but it takes away quite a bit. It just... I'm female. I cannot, I think, if I were confronted with men of your size and build, fend them off. So, of course, I accept
Of course. Yeah.
the circumstances that I'm put in. But it has a toll on your life. I simply can't describe the layers and layers of confusion and regret sometimes. Why am I doing this? And every time I ask myself why I'm doing this, I know that it's also why you're doing it, why we are all doing it. There's something called good and there's something called evil. We have to make a choice and we have to fight. And I love you and admire you more than your king. Because
He's not my king.
Well,
That's what I always make a point. He's not my king, okay?
he is your king. I'm going to push back on that. But he is your king. But the institution he presides over has to hold firm on these things. And sometimes when kings over generations and generations when the whole institution degenerates, they need to be reminded by real people, and you're a real person, and you are living in a real neighborhood, and things were happening and things were changing. That's, I would say, my admiration for your courage comes from the fact that you met the moment with all your flaws, with all who you are, with I don't care. They say, Tommy Robinson, blah, 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 blah. And I think, but
He's
Tommy,
a football hooligan.
I mean, of course, all sorts of things. But then I say, but he met the moment. Did you meet the moment? None of them are meeting the moment. It's the moment we are in.
You met the moment. You definitely met
By
the
the
moment.
grace of God. So it's the grace of God, I think, that tells us, I don't know, I feel so blessed now. I'm not scared. I don't care if they take my life. Yeah, and I think you don't either. I think our mutual friend Bob knows how to explain how the Bible works better than you and I do.
Yeah. Now I've watched Bob show about Speaker's Corner Bob, who's
Yeah.
brought back fire
Yes.
and a masculinity sense of Christianity that I didn't even understood was anywhere. I didn't even understand there was a masculinity form of Christianity until I started watching him, and I thought, I'd listen to that. I listen to that. I relate with that. But what we'd become to see as Christians representatives in the UK were also weak. It was so weak. All I ever saw was weakness.
But weakness is a choice.
Yeah.
We chose to be weak, and you chose not to be weak. And then the weak started to go after you, and they started to say, oh, you're causing trouble for me. And that's also the same problem I have. You're supported by people like Elon Musk. And Elon is saying, I'm not going to choose. It doesn't, he could have obviously chosen weakness. But he says, I'm just not going to choose weakness. It's the same spirit is in, or it's in you, it's in me, it's in Elon, it's in us. We just have to understand now, where do we go from here? Because we're about to lose the continent. We're about to lose the UK, we're about to lose the continent of Europe. I'm very hopeful for America.
You are hopeful for America?
Yes, because I was at the Highland Valley, and I was at 17. I was surrounded by young people, just really, really young. That's all I want to give it, as like little polished faces, ruddy cheeks,
And are they awake?
They're all white.
Are they awake, though?
Are they what?
Are they awake?
They are awake. Yes, they're awake. They're awake, they're white, they're male. And I love it all. And it doesn't have to be, it's not we, people like you and me, who are talking about race, who are talking about gender and this, that, and the other. It's our enemies who are figuring out ways of dividing us into these different identity categories. But in America, I think we at least have a youth, Silicon Valley, Highland Valley. These people are now ready to assume leadership. I think you may have met some of them. If you haven't, I'll make sure you do.
Yeah, please do.
But they're assuming leadership. So they're millennials, and they're Gen Z, and they're even younger. And they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I can't describe to you how brilliant they are, how innovative they are. They're not going to cede ground to China. They're not going to cede ground to the Islamists. They understand the meaning and depth of Western civilization as I do it. And it's just made me so hopeful. And I love them with all my heart. And I'm going to go and say, we need to rescue Britain and Europe, because that's where that cradle.
Can Britain and Europe, with everything that's happening, can it be saved without the support of the United States of America? Do you think?
We need the United States of America. Yes, Europe needs the United States of America, but you cannot go around thinking you're going to lie and be couch potatoes for the United States of America to come and save you, you've got to get off your bottoms and start doing what these young people are doing. My job, if it is nothing else but to get you in touch with the youth, people your age. Are you a millennial?
I'm a millennial. I was born in 1982.
So if you need to get in touch with the millennials that I'm talking about. They're assuming roles of leadership. I was desperate for leadership in the last 20 or 30 years. I was very, very frustrated with our leaders, because they were not leading. What they were saying was, we need to compromise, it was like sometimes you cannot compromise with evil, and you have seen that. I think you're one of the few people who have looked at evil in the eye and who have come to the conclusion there is no compromise.
There's no negotiating.
There's no negotiating, there's no compromise. You either have to win or they have to win. So the young people I'm talking about are people who want to win. And you want to win. And I think if we fuse the two forces together, the European and I think the American, and I think at the moment the Americans have a very bleak view of Europe.
Yeah, they think it's gone.
They think they think it's gone, but it cannot be gone. I will not let it happen.
No, I don't think it's gone. Well, I'm looking forward to now. Can we sit down and just get a detailed start to finish so people don't know anything about you? Yeah. That's what I want to hear for our audience. Many of them will know you. They would have seen you. Yeah. But I just want to hear your life story. What's made you do the things you've done and the fears, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. Yeah. Thank you, Ayaan. Thank you for meeting me. Let's go.
Urban Scoop and Unite the Kingdom would like to offer you the opportunity to advertise your company or products across our platforms and videos, connecting your brand with a growing and engaged audience. By partnering with us, you'll also support independent media, future events, and the protection of free speech. With our expanding global reach, your business or product can be viewed by potentially millions worldwide, giving you meaningful visibility while contributing to a powerful independent voice. Get in contact today to be part of it.